Here you go. Take it.
Hmm?
Gather round and listen. I have to warn you about the greatest evil and danger on God's earth.
Whoa.
Cruelty,
Ka!
wickedness.
Ka! 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 Quick! Quick!
Wow.
Ka! Quick! Go! Whoa! Quick! Quick! Ka! Whoa!
My humble respect.
I need to ask you something.
I don't have time.
I'm looking for someone named Stanya,
You're in a charcoal camp, fella. What would a woman be doing here?
but you know Stanya, don't you?
Aye. You could say that. Why?
I'm looking for the killer of a girl in town. And I heard that someone also tried to kill this Stanya.
That's true. She told me something like that. But that was a long time ago.
So you don't know what became of her?
Really don't know, mate.
Hello.
But even if I did know, how can I be sure you aren't that?
Lumir himself, the Kuttenberg bailiff's former scribe, gave me the task. He was looking into her disappearance, and he sent me to find her.
Well, I don't know. I remember Lumir. He was alright. That's all true, but...
But what? What are you still brooding over?
You seem like the right man for a job like that. Sorry, but after all that happened to Stanya, I like to be careful.
So Stanya is here?
Aye. She's hiding with us. Since that thing happened, she's afraid to even go outside. I don't know what to do with her anymore.
Can I speak to her?
If it'll help you. She's hiding in that cottage, but be nice to her. She's in a bad way. She used to be such a gutsy girl. Till we meet again.
숲꾼들이 착해. 남자들만 있는데 여자 하나 숨어있는데 씨발 해코지도 안 오고. 보통 이제 이러면 아가씨가 조심해야 되지 않겠어 엔딩 나는데 그렇지도 않아. 물론 트롭스키 지방에 있는 숫꾼들은 그 나쁜 깽단한테 물들어가지고 헨리한테 까불었다가 한 대 먹고 다 죽어. I'm quite hungry한 사람에게 까부지 맙시다.
My respects. Who are you? How did you find me? If you came here to finish what you started, I'm not afraid of you.
Don't be afraid. Barton told me where to find you.
Barton sent you to me.
Lumir thought you were dead.
Lumir. From the rat house. He sent you.
Exactly. Someone killed a girl in Kuttenberg, so maybe you could
How can I help you when I haven't been in Kuttenberg since... I don't even know when.
What was it like working in the hole?
Well, I earned a few groschen, that I did. But I often had to grit my teeth.
How so?
Every single day I had to put up with their lewd remarks. Rich or poor, everyone wants to grope a girl. People, well, us girls have to watch out. We can't just put up with it. And sometimes we have to be tough, especially in a place like the hole. But you can't overdo it either. That's no good.
How so?
Because if you smile at them nicely, then sometimes they leave a groschen, or even two. You have to keep a balance. To look friendly, but unavailable.
You disappeared from the hole in the wall without...
Someone attacked me when I was coming home from the baths one night. I managed to get away, but I was so afraid. I decided to run away from Kuttenberg.
Did you see who it was?
Not at all. I didn't see anything until he jumped out of the shadows and grabbed me around the neck. And he was terribly strong.
And how did you manage to break free?
I had an empty pitcher in my hand, and I hit him with it.
Here?
No, first to my room in the hole. But I was so scared there. I took what I could and ran. Here, to Barton.
And your lover? What did he say?
At first he was horrified, because I had cut myself on a shard from the pitcher and was all bloody. He's been hiding me here.
You said that rich or poor, they all like to grope girls. Like who?
Truth be told, the hole isn't exactly a good place for a rich man. But young von Groll used to go there for a while.
Is that so? Did he talk to you?
He smiled at me a lot, so I smiled back. But beyond a few groschen, there was nothing more to it. Then this thieving wench started hanging around him and... Oh, it doesn't matter. But that servant of his didn't like it, tried to drive her away, and so the young lord stopped bringing him with him.
Von Grolla had a servant with him.
Aye, a pudgy fella, well-dressed, but had a mean face. He never said a word or smiled.
You walked home from the baths at night?
What's so odd about that?
Well, at night, the baths are...
Ah, right. I went there after closing. I always brought the girls a pitcher of wine or ale and took a bath while they drank it.
Aha. So that's why you had the empty pitcher you hit him with?
Right. I went there regularly. Every week.
The same way every time?
Aye, always the same way. The shortest one. I didn't want to stay out too long at night.
And who knew that you went by yourself to the baths?
Well, everyone from the tavern, I reckon. I didn't hide it.
I reckon이라는 표현을 거의 안 쓰는데 호주인가?
Why didn't you go back to the hole?
Just to get murdered. I'm never going back there.
Do you remember anything important about the attacker? What he looked like? What he was wearing?
I don't know anything. It was.
And what about when you hit him?
He let me go and cursed.
Aha.
He said Scheisse in German.
Seems you're the only one to survive the killer's attack. I know it isn't easy for you to think about it. Or when you were running away.
I don't know.
You were walking down the street.
No.
You didn't see anything or hear.
Actually, I knew the side street wasn't empty. I heard somebody talking, but when I looked, there was nobody there.
Did you understand what they were?
Not at all. But there were two voices. Two of them waiting for me there.
It's difficult. Aside from those voices and the
I didn't hear him at all. And then he grabbed me.
and nothing else.
Well, no. He grabbed me by the throat just for a moment, but I still had a big bruise round my neck for weeks. Barton said the man must have had a terrible...
How are you now?
And I can't even really...
I reckon that'll.
I'm sorry,
You don't need to apologize.
Thank you.
If it's in my.
When you catch that...
I'll stop by.
God bless you, sir. Can I help you?
이 살인 사건의 진범이 존나 어처구니가 없어. 살인의 동기가.
Huh? How now, Goodman?
God bless you, peddler.
Greetings, Goodman.
These are hard times.
Thanks be to the Lord for...
Still away.
What's there to take? I only managed to salvage a few items.
Show me your wares, peddler.
By all means, take a look. I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
Go. Ja! Go. Go. Go.
Lord be with you.
Are you Pint?
I am.
I'm looking for his dinner.
I don't know any.
Sternad said something different.
You're a friend of.
Actually, I don't really know him that well.
Well, if he told you that,
I wouldn't entirely count on that.
I know Stanner all right. Why are you looking for?
I'm looking for a...
Kurva.
오르바.
What can you tell me?
She always had it hard. She lost her parents.
And what about Sternad? How does he fit into this?
Stannard was her guardian angel, as she used to say. If she hadn't been thieving with him, she probably would have ended up a whore. But by sharing with him, she could do what she wanted.
Uh-huh. I'm surprised she stuck with him as long as she did.
That's why she'd come to me with her loot. And the last time she was here, she said one more haul like...
I heard she wanted to sell you some...
Oh, aye. She had a good haul. She left it all here. I paid her a pretty sum of coin. It was a good thing she had a basket with her. Otherwise, she couldn't have carried it all.
And what about that signet ring?
She didn't sell me the ring. She wanted to...
Do you know what kind of luck...
No. I didn't recognize...
Where did she go next from here?
That she did.
Someone followed her on a horse from...
She didn't. At first, she thought it was some wealthy lord out.
And did you see him?
No. But Stenna thought she even left her scarf here and paid some girl to walk around with it to make it look like she was still here.
And then where'd she go?
She wanted to go the back way, through the woods, so nobody could follow her. Past the woods is a road, and
Well, if it leads back to the road and there was really someone following her.
fuck! That's quite possible. I made a point of looking, but
Is Dennis?
aye,
Will you give it to me?
all the same to me.
And could it have been?
And who would that be?
He's this bard.
I don't know about that.
And could it have been?
What do I know?
I heard he wanted to find her an honest.
I don't know.
Well,
I hope you don't.
Take care, sir.
search.
My respects.
존나 당연하게 방앗간 직원이 방앗간 직원이 그 씨발 작물 처리지 주고 씨발 돈 털어줬어. 제 체코의 방앗간은 뭐 하는 곳일까? 뭐야 막 통과해. 빨리 좀 움직여. 아이씨. 응. 괜찮아. 참 머트한테 뭘 찾아라고 한 다음에 아이템을 물어다보면 참 귀여울 텐데 항상 사람 시체인 게 참. 머트야 씨발 사과 좀 찾아와봐 머트야 밥 좀 찾아와 머트야 템 좀 찾아봐 이러면 좋겠는데 머트야 사람을 찾아와봐 항상 씨발 뭐 오체분실돼 있고 막 썩어 있고 막 아무 생각 없어. 뭐야 어디 갔노? 아 이거 이 뚜껑 사각지로 가버리네. 자, 당연히 머트는 이번에도 오늘 피떡갈비로 인도했다.
Ford Pike was talking about. We should take a look around here.
아고니.
This must be that basket of silver Denna was carrying with her. She wouldn't have just left that here. But where did it come from? Maybe it rolled down the hill? Poor thing. She didn't get very far. Ugh, she's been lying here a long time. At first glance, this body isn't as mutilated as the others. Unfortunately, I can't tell if somebody... But her head is smashed in. Either the murderer hit her with her... She must have put up a fight. Oh, she's all stuck to her clothes. The rips are odd. Like someone was looking for something. Oh, I can't make much out. Did the murderer torture her? Oh, my God. Oh, something fell out of her. How did it get inside her? Did she swallow it herself? Was she trying to hide it? Or was it... Well, that's enough. I'd say she put up a decent fight, and that's about all I can find out. But that ring is a good...
아오니가 여기서 저기까지 굴러 떨어진 거지. 작물 한 번에 해치운다고 이제 아고니에다 돈 다 박았다고 했잖아.
Here you go.
잘했다. 아니요, 차다 생전에 도둑년이었어요. 도둑년. 예. 가여운 건진 모르겠네. 지금까지 당했던 피해자들은 이제 다들 아리따운 가임기에 처자였지만 제대는 그냥 도둑놈이었어. 다만 뭔가 중요한 키 아이템을 가지고 있었지. 문장이 있는 반지보다 귀족이지. 이 퀘스트가 되게 재밌는 게 카테린이 이제 또 이 퀘스트에 같이 참여를 하거든. 카테린의 의뢰로 시작되는 퀘스트란 말이야. 자기랑 같이 일하는 종업원이 내장이 뜯긴 채로 발견됐다고. 너무 끔찍하다고. 근데 그러면서도 이제 자기들 노리고 발생한 사건인지 무섭기도 하다 해서 갈 시간 없다.
I found out some interest...
That's wonderful news. I promised Catherine we'd wait for her.
You know Catherine?
She came to see me soon after you did, and started asking me questions. Just like you.
Will you send for her? So, we're all here.
I hope nobody else shows up. How did it go?
I reckon I've found out all I can.
And do you know who the murderer is?
Not exactly, but I have a few ideas.
I've asked around a bit, and I have my own suspicions.
Is that so? See, I was trying to recall some more details, and I had someone come to mind as well.
Oh, I didn't do all this for nothing, did I?
Well,
Well? Who do you suspect now?
Well, I'd say William did it.
You can't be serious.
Uh-huh. And who do you think it was?
Prokop. I'm sure of it.
No. Really? That's impossible. It couldn't have been him.
So I see we disagree. Too bad. We could have been done with it quickly.
Well, who do you think it was then?
I'm not entirely sure. First, I'll tell you what I found out, and then it might be easier for us.
Go on then. Starting with who?
Let's talk about Yarka, the one raised by Father Prokop.
What did you learn about her?
Prokop didn't just raise her out of the goodness of his heart. He was actually her uncle.
Really? But he still could have killed her.
His own relative?
Why not? He's a priest. I'm sure he knows the story of Cain and Abel.
Prokop also admitted that he didn't know how to handle her, and perhaps he was too strict.
What do you expect from a Bible thumper? Man punishes,
바이블
God
썸퍼.
forgives. It never occurs to them that if man didn't punish, God wouldn't have to forgive.
Well, maybe I wouldn't hold it against him. He really tried to make sure she was well taken care of. He wanted to find her a husband, too.
And did you learn who he found?
No. I think it fell apart when Yarka started rebelling. Yarka started working for the von Grolla family, where she remained until her death.
I was there to ask whether she'd given them any trouble, but they said she was always thorough and reliable.
Ah, so what's the story with von Grolls?
A very wealthy and important family. The mother is quite devout, known to spend a lot of time in prayer. Old von Grolla's been sick for years. Can't even get out of bed.
So, who runs affairs?
That would be young Hendel. They say he's quite successful.
Before her death, I heard she often went to dances.
There's nothing wrong or surprising about that. But maybe she found someone there.
Maybe. Prokop was convinced that she went to see William. That was actually the only name he mentioned.
That doesn't mean anything.
It means she had some relationship with William, or at least knew him.
And now, most importantly, Yarka was pregnant when they killed her.
I didn't know that. Do you know for sure? So they gutted her.
To make it impossible to tell she was pregnant? I wouldn't be surprised.
May God forgive us.
Do you know who she was pregnant with? Because if we know who the father is, we'll likely know who the killer is.
She didn't tell Prokop.
It had to be someone from those dances. Maybe William.
Prokop is convinced that she was murdered by that bard, William.
And I agree with him. I heard the daughters of important men come to see him. It even went so far he had to flee the city. And the moment he's back, there's another murder.
Really? But I found out you accused Prokop first, Lumir.
What? Why?
It doesn't matter. It was a mistake, and I paid for it.
And were you as sure then as you are now about William?
I don't think so. But he's a skirt chaser. If he got Yarka pregnant, then...
Perhaps. But why would he kill and mutilate her? He could have just run away.
But then he could never come back.
Why not? He could come back a year later once things have died down, the child would be born, the shame forgotten, and nobody would bring it up again.
I suppose that makes sense. That's all I was able to find out.
You still found out more than I did.
But it's not enough.
But we can agree that she was killed because of her pregnancy, can't we?
Agreed. Somebody got rid of her to make sure nobody found out she was pregnant.
I'm sure William wanted...
William isn't the only man with a prick. And he certainly didn't use it to strangle her to death.
Such language. What are you trying to say?
That William isn't the only man in the city. It could have been anyone. And now we'll never find out.
I'm not saying it couldn't have been him.
I suppose you're right. Let's forget it.
I managed to find Stanya.
Alive?
I did. Alive and well.
So, she's not one of our victims?
She is. She just managed to escape the killer. She said she was attacked on her way home from the baths. She heard somebody talking in a side street, but it was empty. But when she walked by, someone grabbed her by the throat and started strangling her.
And how did she manage to get away?
She was holding an empty pitcher, and she smashed the killer in the face with it. He either got startled or hurt, but he let her go.
Did she get a look at him? Did she take his eye out or something?
No, she didn't stop to find out.
And what about the blood in the bedroom?
She cut her hand on the broken pitcher. She didn't stay in her room for long. She was still so scared that she grabbed her thing. She said she returned from the baths in the evening regularly, And somebody knew exactly which way she would take and where to wait for her.
You mean someone followed?
Who knew that she went to the...
Apparently, everyone in the tavern. She also said she was sure it wasn't Mole. Well, according to Stanya, the murderer had a terribly strong grip. Her neck was bruised for almost a month.
Doesn't almost...
Depending on what they take in hand every day. A tankard, a quill, or a hammer.
Except none of our suspects are minors. According to Stanya, the murderer didn't say a word the entire time.
That's strange, right?
The only word he uttered was when she smashed him in the face with the pitcher. He said Scheisse.
So, we're looking for a German?
Even I say Scheiße sometimes, and I'm not German.
Besides that, she also recalled hearing two voices in the alley.
So we have a witness.
Or an accomplice. If I remember correctly, the other...
Stanya admitted that she knows William. He flirted with her and tried to get to know her better, but nothing came of it.
And that's probably why I wanted to kill her.
Perhaps, but Stanya doesn't think so. She's sure it wasn't William, and that's all that Stanya...
I'm so glad they're good.
Me too. At least someone's...
I don't think she'll come back. I managed to find Zdena.
You found her?
No. Unfortunately, she's dead.
And where did you find her?
Pretty far away. Someone caught her in the forest when she was coming home with a load of coin and killed her. I reckon she put up a hell of a fight. So the killer got nervous and ended things quickly.
So he didn't strangle or mutilate her?
She'd been lying in the woods for a long time, so I couldn't really tell. Judging by what her accomplice said, she robbed someone good. And what's odd is when she was murdered, the killer left her basket of valuables behind.
So I reckon he didn't kill her for the money.
She said someone followed her on horseback from Kuttenberg. She tried to lose him.
On horseback?
Only as a wealthy type who never...
That doesn't fit in with a
Father Prokop came looking for Zdena and nearly cursed her on the...
What did he have in common with a thief?
He had also looked after her. But unlike Yarka, she ended up on the street, and he took it badly. Zdena tried to rob young von Grolle.
Von Grolle? Yarka worked for them, didn't she?
That whole family is suspicious.
Assumptions. Nothing more.
I'd say it's pretty obvious. Why else would I have found that ring on her?
They just left the ring by her body?
It wasn't by her body. It was inside of it. I don't know if she swallowed it herself or someone shoved it in her.
That's awful.
My mouth is starting to hurt from all this...
So are my ears and head.
Come now, we're nearly there.
I suspect one of the von Grolles.
What leads you to think that?
Are you sure it wasn't William?
Yarka was pregnant. And if the father was young von Grolle, it would make sense if he got rid of her.
Sakura.
But William could have fucked her too.
Yarka was their maidservant until she started rebelling, right?
Yes. Do you think she was rebelling because of someone in particular?
Perhaps the young lord?
That's possible.
Alice had a young and wealthy suitor. And young von Grolle fits both descriptions.
True.
We could be getting somewhere.
Zdena was followed by someone on a horse.
That's not so sure, is it? And maybe the horse was stolen or borrowed.
But it certainly worsens the case for him. That much is true.
Zdena robbed von Grolle.
That's true.
It's all coming together, isn't it?
And that's all I can pin on him.
So, do we agree that it was young von Groll?
Well, old von Grolle can't do much now, can he?
So do we really agree that our most likely suspect is young von Grolle?
Aye. I agree.
I don't have a problem with it. Little rich boys are capable of anything. But what
Capable
are
of
we gonna
anything.
do about it? Our suspicions aren't enough.
They'll just laugh at us without something more tangible.
So, you want to search their house?
There's nothing else we can do.
We have to find some evidence. None of our conjecture is enough. What will we do?
You could sneak in there.
Or break in?
Catherine, that's not necessary. The young lad wants to learn swordsmanship, and the old one is sick and always calling for a physician.
So I can either pretend to be a sawbones or a swordsman, Or break in?
Sober or swordsman.
You're a clever lad. You'll figure it out.
Careful.
아 제발. 아 데미지 입었어. 문계 가이문.
That old priest was completely hammered again.
What did he say?
Apparently my greatest sin is that I have such nice breasts. I don't want to show them to me.
How did it go?
I went to see him, but he told me.
Beach charcoal. Nice big chunks.
What can I do for you?
수채 파네.
What do you have for...
속군이군. 역청. 참나무 껍질. 이거는 나중에 쓰이겠지 이런 거는.
Thank you, sir. And come again.
하인 타데우스.
Can I help you?
Is this the house of the Von Grolle family?
Yes.
I've come on account of old Von Grolle.
You aren't the first. Why do you think you might succeed?
I understand potions and how to prepare them. I'm certain I can find
이
some...
재밌는 게 이 멘타르트의 이 검술 형제단에 속해져 있으면 이제요 그 검술 가르치러 왔다고 한 큐에 빠져 넘어갈 수 있어.
Just to use the right amount.
I know. Come inside. Farewell.
한 큐에 넘어갈 수 있어. 이제 아우 멘타르트 선생님이 드디어 강사를 보내주셨군요 이러면서.
Come to treat your husband, ma'am.
Is that so? So Thaddeus has checked you out? Fine then. Perhaps God will finally have mercy on Gotslin. You'll find him on the floor above, but I suppose you'll...
Tell me all you know.
It's been a long time since Gotslin fell ill. At first, he just lost his strength and tired easily.
What trembling?
Not at all. At first, his hands started shaking. But over time, the shaking got worse, and he got it in his legs. Nowadays, he can't even get out of bed. If he'd at least ask God for mercy.
How long has he been ill, exactly?
It must be years now that he's been this. God only knows if it isn't from all that endless drinking of it.
You say he drank?
Uncontrollably.
What else? Did he eat too much meat?
Yes. Yes, a lot of.
But that's not all, is it?
That's none of your business. You came to treat him, not to hear his confession.
If I'm to treat him, then I have to know everything.
Fine then. But if I ever hear that you told anyone, I'll have you clapped in the stocks and have your tongue pulled out. My husband's a heathen and an unbeliever who fornicated with every other maid and wench.
Fornicate.
He even stooped to those fallen women in the baths. Men are prone to that. I know all about that. Like father, like son. And I won't permit this demon seed to take my son too.
I'll cure your husband.
I don't know. It's natural and just that God punished him.
What else is bothering him?
I don't really like talking, but he can't defecate properly.
And how is his stool when he does?
Check it yourself.
What does he get to eat now?
The cook prepares his meal.
Do you have any idea what caused his illness?
Am I a physician?
Well, you might have some idea. Was he injured in the past? Did he lead an unhealthy life?
I don't know about any old injuries.
I'll go and take a look.
돌팔이긴 하지만 헨리는 자기 책임을 다할 것이다. 보텐베르크 시내 이 정도로 큰 집이다. 굉장하군.
Christ, pardon me.
Good day.
I came to heal your master, and I'd like to know what you cooked for him.
But of course, sir. Mostly light meat, poultry and fish. And then lots of vegetables. One Sawbones already told us he told us to give him some wine sparing.
And why doesn't he eat?
How should I know? He used to be very fond of chasing women and booze.
Why did she
Master used to drink a lot.
Which physician?
Some gent called Albeek from Moraine.
Thanks.
Farewell.
I'm a physician, and I've come to examine you, sir. Well, you really won't be telling me much. At first glance, he's quite... I know he doesn't get around much, but this is too much. But if he doesn't eat much, then... It's true. His arms and legs were... I don't know why he's shaking, but it has to be exhausting. And I'm sure he doesn't sleep very well. Friend, that wife of yours is a dreadful hag, I tell you.
Dreadful hag.
Yeah. You know, if I live with a shrew like that, I'd soon end up like you. You must feel lonely up here, eh? His wife said he saw... I better take a look at it. So, let's see what we have here. Well, it's not much.
개똥이군.
His stool is fine otherwise. If he can't shit, the problem will be somewhere else. I'll come back to...
검소의 선생으로 하면은 그냥 가볍게 대련 한번 하고 그냥 끝나거든. 이 다른 루트를 또 해보려고 이렇게 하고 있습니다.
Just like the cook said, he hasn't eaten much at all. I'll come back. I'd also like.
Ask away.
Why did?
Master,
Thanks.
it was good to see you, my friend.
I'd like to ask.
Ask what you...
That's enough.
Take care, sir.
우리 마주자 헨리가 결혼 낼까?
I won't find out, and even if I can't cure him, a decoction for the pain should alleviate that. But he has to start eating. I'm sure he's not eating because he's miserable here alone all the time. I'll give you a digestion. Drink up. I'll give you a decoction for... Here.
목은 넘기네 그래도. 술 준다 그 씨군노 씨발. 새끼 씨발.
Here's some wine. You're weak, so nothing too strong. And not a word to your wife. She'd have my hide.
Now you.
아 같이 한잔하자고.
Sure.
Good health.
And especially to yours.
참 진짜.
I heard you didn't need to be asked twice in your day. Wine, women, and song. Am I right? I reckon you must really miss that. As far as I'm concerned, there's nothing better than getting a skinful, eh?
Yes.
I knew it. I took one look at you and I said to myself, here lies a fellow who could teach me a thing or two. I bet that you know every tavern and every alehouse wench here in Kuttenberg. But don't worry. This'll all pass and you'll be back on your feet again. The alehouse wenches shriek when you pinch her arse. The sharp
진짜
taste
풍둔
of
나가리 소리.
running over your tongue. The greasy smoke from the kitchen where meat is roasting. The bustle and shouts all around.
I like that.
And you'll be enjoying it again. As soon as we get you fixed up. That's all I can do.
Son.
What? You want to see your son? I don't know where he is. But I'll tell your wife. I see you're still shaking.
Thank you. Son. Where's my son?
I apologize.
Your husband is feeling a bit better.
Really? You Lord?
No, I didn't heal your husband.
Of course. It would be arrogant of us to think we can bend God's will. We are all his instruments, after all. You should thank God, too, that you... Just so you don't think I don't...
Thank you kindly.
And now, please excuse me.
Certainly, ma.
Farewell, sir.
세 명 다 같이 모이는 구조니까 이제 자연스럽게 헨리가 이제 방을 뒤질 수 있겠고.
Thank you, God. And I promise I'll continue to serve you faithfully as I have until now.
쪼잉! 이게 뭘까?
Hell, that's hair. All kinds of brown. I bet it belonged to those dead girls. If this isn't proof, nothing is.
What the hell?
I need to discuss that visit to the Von Grollers.
Excellent.
I think we were right. Something seriously fishy there.
Well, don't keep us in suspense. What did you find out?
You found something there, didn't you? Evidence?
I certainly did. In the young lord's room.
What was it?
This. He had it in a chest in his room. Locks of hair. All brown, but all a bit different. They're definitely from those murdered girls.
Hair? But that's not enough. That definitely won't suffice as proof.
Why wouldn't it? He took them as a keepsake from the dead girls, as a trophy. It was him!
But nobody will believe us. We need more than just hair. A bloody dress or the murder weapon.
And to be honest, I don't think we're going to find anything like that. They're pretty careful to cover their tracks.
Damn it. We're fucked. If we at least had a witness.
And what about 3 witnesses at once?
Where are you going to find 3 witnesses when you don't even have one?
I don't yet, but... Look, we're almost certain young Hendel did it. So what if we set a trap and catch him in the act?
And how do you want to do that? I mean, we don't know who he's planning to murder next.
We'll set someone up. Some brunette.
You want to sacrifice some poor girl?
No, nobody's going to get hurt. We'll be keeping our eye on her the whole time.
The only one I can think of is Stanya. And I highly doubt that she'd want to risk her life again.
She won't have to. I'll do it.
But you haven't had anything to do with him. He'll see through it immediately. It'll fail.
We'll wait until the lad's out of the house. Maybe we'll dress Catherine up a bit, and she'll go asking for the young lord, father of her child. When Hendel comes home and hears what happened, he'll come looking for her to fix things up.
I'll cause such a scene. They'll be talking about it for years.
우리가 볼 때는 갈색 머리에
And
가깝지.
he'll tell them where he can find me. And we've got him.
If you say so. But where can we do it?
생금발은 거의 다 염색이나 그 보정으로 만든 거죠.
We can use one of the rooms here in the tavern. It has only one way out. You'll be hiding across the way and jump out at the right moment. I repeat, at the right moment.
Don't worry, we won't take our eyes off you.
Where's Handel? I
wrong with his child?
What are you screeching about, you ninny? There's no Hendel here. Certainly not for the likes of you.
Do you hear that, folks? He fucks me from all sides. Gets me with child, and now he doesn't want to know me.
Get rid of her. Disgrace.
Oh, so a poor woman has to suffer because of a man's lust. As if it wasn't already bad enough before.
What lies are you spouting, you strumpet? Goodman Hendel never laid eyes on you. Besides, you're too old for him. Nobody will believe your lies.
Old am I? He came to me himself because he wanted a mature woman to breed with. And he never even pulled it out. And he filled me up like a wineskin. Suit yourself. I'll give you some time to think it over. But either you come up with an offer of marriage by evening, or first thing in the morning I'll go to the bailiff. And I'll be damn sure to get justice from him. It's open.
I've come to talk with you.
Where's Hendel?
Hendel, you wanton whore! Debauching my son! A nanny goat like you! The others were at least young, but you... Christ, the trials I have to endure! A husband with both feet in the grave and a son who'll fuck anything with a hole in it. Slice her up so no one will recognize her, and in case what she says is true, gut her too.
Gutting, is it? I can help you with that.
Get that bitch, you fool!
어디 갔노? 아 이거 또 버그 걸렸네 이거. 놀랍게도 이거 버그 존나 심하거든. 이게 없어지는 버그가 있음. 어디 갔노? 갑자기 다 고장 난다고?
You silly doggy.
아 여기 있네 여기 있네.
Show your stuff.
Shame on you.
Useless.
Did you do that?
Christ, I'm hit. Do it.
따공.
To the stocks with him.
Before I finish you off, I have to ask, why the fuck did you kill them?
I'll tell you, but you aren't going to like it.
I'm listening.
Because it's the right thing to do.
What's right about murder?
All those whores had it coming.
You know that's not true. Stan, you hardly knew Hendel, and you still tried to kill her.
원래 저 방에서 바로 싸우는데 얘가 가끔 밖에 나옴. 예, 불러오기를 하면 정상적으로 됩니다. 예.
Not just me. He might have met the alehouse wench by chance, but they were intimate together.
여자들을 담근 이유는
Convinced they were meeting in the evening.
핸들에
Might have been convinced.
아이를 가졌을 게 뻔하기 때문에 다 가지치기 한 거.
That girl had a sweetheart.
That's even worse. He surely wasn't a rich and important person like Master, and she would even cheat on our master.
Confess then.
Not enough. There's always more who deserve it. They climb out of their holes like rats and infect respectable families. Just like that companion of yours.
Oh, you're completely mad.
Don't take the Lord's name in vain.
Then I suppose we'll be meeting in hell. It was all Mandalina's.
And can you blame her? That first harlot was already itching to become Mistress von Grolle. That bastard of hers wasn't Hendel's anyway. But he was stupid that time. He'd have believed her. Now he knows very well, luckily, that they're all whores. He doesn't cry for them anymore.
Mandalina just came to you like that?
Well, one time she came to my chambers and she told me she knew very well that Yaka rejected me and that she'd started an affair with Master Hendel. While she was all
타디우스가 야르카를 먼저 따먹으려고 했지만 거절당했다.
and that she had to be punished before she brought misfortune on someone.
Go on.
That she deserved to die for...
Don't worry.
I'm not worried. I'll have you know, they were all nobodies anyways. The bailiff should thank me for cleansing his city.
Shut your mouth already. Don't make me regret my...
또 뒤에서 체코 민속 노래하고 있는 씨발.
Stop fighting! Take that, fool! Careful.
병신 게임. 이래서 버그가 나. 자꾸 NPC가 밖에 있는 싸우는 애들한테 빨려 들어가거든.
Catherine, wait.
What should I wait for? I'm gonna cut that bitch's throat.
How dare you? Hands off, you heretical scum.
Shut up.
Let her speak. I have some questions for you.
I'll tell you nothing, you serpent. Nothing. You can't keep me here. Let me go. I'm a woman of worth.
If you won't speak now, then the executioner will loosen your tongue when your feet start burning. But why wait, right? I'll cut your ear off. Maybe both of them. All you need to talk is a tongue.
No! Let me go!
Why did you do it, for Christ's sake?
Don't blaspheme, you heathen.
Come on, answer him or it's gonna hurt.
My husband, he drank a lot, ran around with whores and didn't pray enough. And God punished him for it. I couldn't allow the same thing to happen to Hendel.
And why kill those girls? Why not just talk to him about it?
I tried, but he wouldn't listen to me. He told me he wanted to sow his wild oats before finding a wife.
So your own son didn't listen to you? And you started killing the girls
who seduced him and emboldened him with their brazenness? If they wanted to whore themselves out, they'll pay for it in hell. But there's no way they were going to drag my Hendel there with them.
And what about Hendel? Did he know what you were doing?
That I was taking care of his immortal soul and eliminating his temptation? Of course not. But one day he'll be grateful to me for it.
He's going to jump for joy. His mother a mad woman, and his servant a murderer.
Speak politely to me, you whore.
Henry, if you have any more questions, you'd better ask them quickly. I'm sorely tempted to finish this here and now.
And what about the hair in Hendel's chest? You're trying to tell me he wasn't involved, but he was keeping their hair?
Well, he kept asking about those whores of his. So we always brought him a lock of hair. We told him it was from them, as a parting gift.
Well, he didn't find that strange?
Out of sight, out of mind. He always found some new harlot anyway.
There was no blood where Alice was found.
That was up to Thaddeus. He told me something about an abandoned barn. I only told him to cut them up thoroughly.
Why?
Why? as a warning, so those whores knew what awaited them, to put the fear of God in them.
Do you realize you also killed girls who had nothing to do with Hendel?
That's not possible. I saw them all with my own 2 eyes, chatting with him and giggling.
And what about that alehouse wench?
That strumpet. I saw how she treated him. It's a damned shame she got away.
But she really had nothing to do with Hendel.
She wouldn't have smiled at him the way she did if she didn't want to fornicate with him. They all deserved it. Every single one. And better sooner than later. That trollop in our service even got herself with child. And she wanted to keep it. The slut.
And what about Zdenna? All she did was rob him, and you killed her anyway.
She fawned over him like all the others. He even gave her a ring, which she probably sold immediately. She deserved it. She was a thief, and stealing is a mortal sin.
I'd better stop asking questions.
Burn in hell, all of you.
What'll we do with her now?
Let's take her to the bailiff. She'll get justice there.
We don't have to go anywhere. I'll give her justice right here, right now.
But we can't do that. She has to go before the court. The law must be upheld.
Did you hear her? I mean, she hasn't got her head on straight. And what judgment will there be? She's from a wealthy family. Nothing will happen to her.
Don't you dare judge me. Only God can do that.
Shut your mouth, you sow. You judged and punished some random girls, and now you'll blaspheme like that?
Our Lord directed me. I did it through His will.
Do you hear that? And you want to let her live?
But that's not justice. It's murder. Henry, won't you say something?
I told you, don't you dare judge me. I am a servant of God.
익세큐셔너한테 넘겼을 때 결론이 그냥 가택 연금이었거든.
Lumiere, listen to her. If we don't deal with her ourselves, and then they let her go, then... Do you want to have that on your conscience?
But, I mean, how could I live with myself if we kill her in cold blood?
I'll show you justice. You're all going to end up in hell.
Your conscience will remain clear. You won't be the one killing her.
But still, if we don't punish her according to the law, then we ourselves deserve to be punished by the law.
Huh. We aren't the ones walking around the city killing random women. On the contrary, we're making sure no more will die.
All those whores. Oh, Lucifer everywhere. Fire and brimstone.
It's just not right.
It isn't right, but it's necessary.
All right, all right. Do it then. But I wash my hands of it.
No! Don't you dare! You hellspawn! No!
Well, now someone has to explain everything.
Not me. I'd rather just get out of here.
I'll go. I'll explain everything. And you, Henry, wait for me at home, all right?
Fine. I'll wait at yours.
Good, good. I hope I don't end up in total disgrace.
Well, this was a lot stranger than I expected. Do you think we did the right thing?
I'm not sure of anything. Can we just be quiet for...
As you wish.
노인네를 담그는 거니까 아무래도.
Still, it was damned odd.
Aye, that it.
Tell us, Lumiere.
Did it end well? Oh, we're not going to get into trouble now.
It ended well, and I didn't even tell them.
And what did they say to you? About the murderer?
What do you think? They were shocked. And Thaddeus still tried to weasel out of it, but it didn't work.
That's good, the dirty swine.
Then he tried to blame everything on Mandalina, but that didn't help him. If not for him, none of those girls would be dead.
So? They're gonna break him on the wheel?
He'd certainly deserve it. But I think they're more likely to hang him quietly, to keep people from talking about
Yes, it's true. If they had tried.
But he'll be dead, and we'll finally have some peace and quiet.
And what will you do now?
It's true, I've made amends in the eyes of the...
Won't you go back to drinking?
No, it didn't help anything, did it?
Don't fret.
Yes. You helped me with...
Helping others is the best thing a person can do.
And what will you do?
My work isn't done yet. I have to work in the town.
Do you think we could have done...
Everything can always be done better.
Catherine is right. I'll still be...
That's not entirely...
I'm talking about innocent people. No more...
Well...
Thank you, lad.
I thank you both.
Here you are.
Yes. Here.
완료. 사소의 경험치를 준다. 할망구 가택 연금 엔딩보다는 당연히 담그는 게 낫다. 그리고 이 방패는 정말 쓸모없다. 어디다 쓰면 되냐? 콜렉션용으로 모으면 됩니다. 예. 근데 코텐버그 기사 방패는 그냥 경비병 뭐가지 비트면 나오지 않나요? 라고 할 수도 있는데 닥쳐. 닥쳐. 자, 이제 퀘스트 끝냈으니 이제 지슈카와 이제 다음 단계에서 의논할 수 있다. 이 퀘스트를 한 이유는 그거야. 이 퀘스트를 스킵해버리고 메인 퀘로 진행을 할 수도 있어. 근데 그러면은 좀 찝찝하잖아. 일단 상당히 재수없는 년이기 때문에 마데리나가 상당히 젖같은 년이기 때문에 아무리 회차를 빨리 넘기려고 한다 하더라도 정의의 심판을 받게 해주는 게 기분이 좋기 때문에 이제 이러면은 이제 지슈카가 이제 카테레인을 이제 바로 불러다가 이제 지기스무트 캠프로 이제 박음으로써 메인 퀘스트를 진행할 수 있어. 반갑습니다.
Toil in the fields? Don't know. Maybe I'll go back to the smithy. Either way, this is my last job. If you say so.
도르마!
Why me?
아, 이게 어떻게든 더듬이가 2개 생겼는데 3개가 더 생겼다.
Here you go. Take it. Ka! Ka! Quick! Quick! Quick!
아 또 뭐 여행사에서 무료 쿠폰 준대. 귀찮게 씨발. 아이 꺼져. 난 게임해야 돼. 지금 씨발 쿠텐베르크 여행하고 있잖아. 이 씨발 귀찮게 하지 말라고. 어? 개새끼들 씨발 짜증나게 하고 있어. 이건 씨발 내가 여행사 뭐 관광상품 한두 번 보는 줄 알아? 이 맨하르트 검수 형제단에서 씨발 강사 나와갖고 씨발 검수 알려주는 거 아니면 보르지 마. 씨발 보르지 마. 치즈 썩었다.
What do you make of this?
He's unquestionably a remarkable knight, that Vakalin. He rambles on a lot, though. Although it was better than... Otherwise, he seems, if a little obsessed with wealth.
I honestly can't. He's as full of tales as an old fishwife, and half of them sound very unlikely.
No one's perfect. As for his constant chatter, and ideally not get lost... On the other hand, when Sigismund invaded, he could have easily just... Instead, give him a chance to prove...
Oh, but how'd you like...
Well... It's better than the Malashov prison.
Aren't the beds soft enough?
I'm more bothered by how small the place is. But at least I can go for rides.
Where'd you go?
Well, not very far. Aye. From Horse... Why go to the ends of the earth? I found a nice hunter's camp in the...
Oh, Christ almighty.
You could say that. This girl from Bohunyevitz took me for a lovely...
Oh, that's enough. What happened when von Bergov...
It was a dreadful... It was a bit better in Malish.
Did anything happen?
No. But it took ages. I was traveling with Von Owlet's minion. They treated my wounds a bit, but I was...
What did they do with you?
Nothing much. They took care of my wounds, and then stuck me in a room with Brabant. But they treated me decently, as befits... Only I almost went mad.
What did Von...
Just the usual courtesies. The captivity of nobles has to observe certain forms. They behaved fairly about Radzig and Hanush, and especially Yop.
And what did he...
Nothing that he didn't already know.
And did he swallow?
I think he suspected I was bluffing a bit.
My word. What was the
that I couldn't get out of? It's just that since Nabokov, when they shot the tower right down on my head and I was stuck there. Well, since then, I don't feel well in cramped spaces. Actually, I never did. I always preferred to be outdoors. But since Nabokov, it's worse than ever. I had a feeling the roof would fall on my head again and I'd be buried alive.
I understand. It's a bit awkward for you that the nobility lives in castles.
That's a fact. Once I get my hands on my estates, I'll build a new castle that only has huge rooms and lots of spacious courtyards. And above all, no secret passages.
Great. I'm really looking forward to this new castle of yours.
You can be the castellan or something. Don't worry, I won't forget you. I'll even have a forge built so you feel right at home.
They didn't let you out at all? But you were in that...
No. They let us walk around the fortress a bit, but most of the time, like I say...
But the main thing is...
Indeed.
About this... Have you had the chance to meet my...
Samuel... It is strange that he joined your... I mean, our group. It is not usual for his...
다음에 도착했나? 왔네. 고린이서 왔구나. 이슈가.
Can we start the meeting?
Aye, we're all waiting for it. Right, gentlemen. I think it's clear to all of you what a shitty fucking mess we're in. We were caught off guard at Rabosh.
And they nearly fucking kill us all.
Yes, and they attacked the Jewish quarter.
Thanks a lot for reminding me. I almost forgot.
At least Henry here and Kubienka got most of the people out.
That's true. Good work, men. How did it all go down?
Well, to tell the truth, we were lucky as hell. We got there before it all started in earnest. That's why we managed to get those people out.
Lucky my arse. We gave those bastards a thrashing. They thought they'd loot and torch the whole place, but we scared them shitless.
It is nice that you found my people suffering so entertaining. But what I want to know now is how you all intend to avenge them.
Well, what do you have in mind?
We shouldn't give up. That's the main thing.
Except that Sigismund has the League of Lords and a whole fucking army. And what do we have?
나도 좀 퍼줘.
Fuck all! Come on, lads. Jobst will bring his army soon. It'd be fucking mad to try on anything big before that.
It might take weeks for them to arrive. Von Bergov will have found and caught us by then. We have to get rid of Von Bergov. It's because of him that we're in the situation we're in, after all.
You mean in the shit, Sir Hans? No need to mince words.
Sir Hans here is right. It's starting to piss me off the way Von Bergov's been stringing us along all this time.
That fucker is Sigismund's right hand. So we'll chop it off.
Why kill him? You know what ransom we can get for that bastard.
Are you all fucking daft? Von Berger was holed up in Malashov, so unless any of you can fly, we can't get to him.
Oh, that's true. To take a cost like that, we'd need a dozen men, ladders, and maybe also a trebuchet or cannon.
There's no maybe about it. We'd certainly need a cannon.
So we steal the one von Bergov used at Nebakov.
Well, why don't we just steal all the silver from the Italian port and buy our own, eh? Use your head before you open your mouth.
Hang on. Maybe Janosch's idea isn't all that bad.
You got another cunning plan that's guaranteed not to fail, haven't you?
I recently sent Catherine to spy on Sigismund's military camp near Opatovitz. She told me Von Bergov has his cannon stashed away there. But it seems things are getting a bit out of hand there. So the Prague regiment he's in charge of is going to move it to Sedlec. And it might not be that well guarded along the way.
So we'll steal it, right? We'll wait till they go through some ravine, and we'll shoot at them from the rocks. The way you did to us before Nebakov.
I see you've learned something from me. But it's not that simple. What we need is for one of us to get amongst the Pragas, so he can keep an eye open and tell us when they're moving out.
And if we succeed, what then? There's 5.5 of us. Even with a cannon, that's not enough to take Malashov.
There's not much we can achieve on our own.
But show me the fool who'd want to join us.
There's always a few mercenaries around, right?
How are you going to pay them, eh? I sure as fuck haven't got the coin.
That's enough! Von Bergov has to die. Painfully, and above all, as soon as possible. And if there are not enough of you, this might help.
Well, well. That's a sight for sore eyes. Why the fuck didn't you show us that earlier? We could have saved ourselves a lot of blathering.
Where did you get such a fortune? After what happened?
People in Kolin decided to help. They are looking after our refugees and want to send everyone a strong signal that we will not be silenced.
So that's why you were so eager to go there.
We really appreciate it, son. Believe me.
And we won't mind if you got a couple of more purses like that.
If you will permit, monsieur, I might be able to contribute. I know a few mercenaires in this part. They may not be la cavalerie royale, but for such a purse, they will gladly tear Malashov down stone by stone.
Ah, a company of mercenaries, a surprise attack, and a cannon in reserve. We could do something with that, couldn't we?
No, not so fast. We don't have the cannon yet.
Then we'll fucking get it. We'll find
And we fucking get it.
And send someone into the camp to spy on them. What about you, Henry? You'll get yourself recruited into the Prague regiment, and when they take the cannon to Sedlec, you'll send us a message via Catherine.
Me again?
Me again?
Can't someone else go?
Me and Devil have to come up with a plan. So Hans might get recognized, and the others... Well, let's just say I give you the best chance of success.
All right, then.
너 말고는 없어.
Catherine will tell you all you need to know. You'll find her in the bathhouse there. In the meantime, Ada here can go to Malashov and find out how von Burkhoff and his people are stationed there. But look, don't touch.
Za kogo ty mnie kurwa masz?
A lot of soldiers need a lot to eat. We'll have to stock up.
I'll go hunting. This tavern's a bit crammed for my liking as it is.
And what are we going to do?
We're going to prepare a warm welcome for the Pragas.
What do you say, Sir Hinek?
Well, what the fuck are you all sitting here for? Didn't you hear? The fun's about to start!
당연히 지식하는 술을 처먹은 채로 이 브리핑을 하고.
Taking Malashov won't be easy.
You'll find out in good time. With a bit of luck, we'll get inside the castle and...
What about that?
We'll keep that in reserve in case...
The camp might be pretty...
Catherine's the one who knows about spying. I don't expect you'll just blurt out to them where they can find us, but...
I hope you'll use the money from Sam wisely.
The best fighters I have ever met. You will not regret a single groschen, mon ami.
Aye, of course. I'll be right with you.
I apologize.
Tell me then.
Honestly. Well, for a start, I reckon that Frenchie'll take the coin and we'll never see him again. Adar can take care of himself. I'm sure he'll do a good job scouting Malashov. But I wouldn't count on him coming back and telling us Von and the rest. I wouldn't put much money on.
아무도 프랑스도 뭐 믿지 않는다. 알황 빅터라도 할 수 있기 때문에 나아가는 마음. 격동의 일상. 알황 빅터. Never should trust French.
That money? Are you really going to give it?
What do you mean, give it to you? We earned this together.
No, you know what I meant. But I'm grateful.
Henry, money is power, but not when it's locked up in a chest somewhere. You have to know when, and believe me, getting revenge...
멋진 남자 사무엘. 나도 갑자기 저런 이복형이 하늘에서 튀어나오면 참 재밌을 텐데. 나랑 비슷한 악마가 아닐까. 한 명 맞춰해도 충분한 것 같다. 생각 취소해야지. 이게 하프 장인지 하프 병인지 모르겠지만 위험한 인간일 거야.
I apologize.
케이폰 어디 갔지? 케이폰하고 이거 미니 퀘스트 하나 할 수 있는데. 아 여기 있네.
Henry!
Uh-oh. That sounds a bit too friendly for my liking. You need something, don't you?
Me? Never. But you do. You need to relax a bit. Let your hair down. So it occurred to me, you might like to go hunting with me.
Poaching, you mean?
Poaching's what commoners do, not me. Come on! We promised Zhishka we'd find some meat for the mercenaries, didn't we?
The gallows at Trotsky didn't...
Oh, come on. That was a one-off. come on. We'll clear our heads and...
언제 저희 드시네요?
All right.
That's the spirit. Do you remember the hunter's camp near Bohunivitz I told you?
The place where you showed that girl what a member of the nobility is.
That's the one. I thought you might like to come with. What's more?
That's
Great.
아, 이 쏙무이약이 이게 중류수로 만든 거라 가지고 이게 씨발 중류수만큼 올라가네. 알코올 기반 무약이라. 사실 나는 이 킹덤 컴 하면서 뭔 생각이 드냐면은 동인녀들이 이 게임 하면 참 재밌게 할 텐데 걔들이 하기엔 좀 너무 어려워.
I smell a big roe deer. Maybe even a stag.
How about a wager on who kills more?
남정네가 많이 나오고 땀내나는 우정의 길이거든.
You know how it ends up when we make.
그러니까 사실 이게 재밌는 게 그거야. 이 레즈비언물하고 전쟁물은 백합물하고 전쟁물은 별 차이가 없어.
When we made a bet to see who could bag more hairs.
동성이 서로 이제 몸을 부딪히면서 우정과 담소를 나눠.
Now, that's not what I meant. I meant the humans who caught you and tied you to the tree.
Aye. That's something I'd rather forget. It wouldn't happen to us now, though. We're far too experienced. It's not long ago we were brawling in a tavern, and now look at us. It's amazing how much we've been through together.
Oh, right. We were nearly killed at the pond. We got into a fight at a wedding. A tower collapsed on us.
But we've also met some good people and fought for a good cause. Don't forget.
When we tell our story back at home.
The girls will be throwing themselves at us.
Isn't that Bohunivitz girl enough for you? What's she called, anyway?
Carolina.
Wait, wasn't the butcher's girl from Ratai also called Carolina?
What can I say? I have a soft spot for Carolinas.
It didn't work out too well with the last one, though, did it?
That's your fault for feeding me the wrong verses.
Oh, sorry about that. But I hope you won't be so busy with wenches you forget your old mates.
No chance of that. The world's full of pretty wenches. But a good friend. Once you find one, you have to hold on to him. You remember what I told you before the Cumans caught me, don't you?
You said a lot of things.
I told you it's always helpful to have a minion at hand. And I'd say you're a lot more than just my minion these days. But that's enough chat. It's still a fair way to the camp. How about we go a bit faster?
Let's go.
네, 미니언이랑 결국엔 씨발 똘마니야 이게 똘마니? 좋은 똘마니. 당연히 미적분의 표식이 여기 있지. 여기 뭐 텐트도 있노?
Wait, can you hear that? There are people in the camp. Bloody hell. Soldiers. Sigismund's men, judging by the colours. You see that?
And who's that?
Nobody now, I'm afraid.
What are we going to do?
We came here to hunt.
Are you sure? I'd rather not end up tied to a tree like you did in
Come on.
All right.
That's my...
어디 가노? 어디 가노?
Let him have it! Right on the money!
fucking scumbag! You can't stand up to us!
어.
I'll deal with that.
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp.
Worm, let's get it over with.
I told you he had 2 left hands. That was quick. Hardly even hurt, eh?
얼굴에 상처 남았는데? 참고 머트 혼자서 하나 죽임. 우리 바둑이 너무 강하다. 우리 바둑이 너무 강해. 이 프라하 민병대가 이제 사실상 계속 이렇게 잡몹으로 나오지. 이 성벽 그림, 빨간 배경의 성벽. 프라하 밀리시아. Oh no. Oh no. 됐다. 얘네 말빨도 다 쫓아낼 수 있긴 해. 가야 해가지고. 근데 뭐 재미없잖아. 뚱땅뚱땅 뚱땅뚱땅 퍽퍽빵빵.
Shouldn't we tell you?
Why?
Don't you want to boast about wiping out a bat? It's not long ago. I wouldn't have believed we had it in us.
You see?
What about the?
I suppose we should. They may have been bastards.
What now?
I don't know. But we promised.
Oh, these fellas were just skinning a dough.
All right, we'll go together.
Of course.
All right.
어차피 스킬 이름 중에 켈베록스라는 스킬이 있어. 적들이 도망가도 잘 감. 적들이 더 잘 쫀다. 도망가도 잘 가고. 사냥 관련 퀘스트인데 고기를 먹은 게 포함이 안 된다. 다행히 고기로 안 쳐진다. 이런 것들이. 즐거운 오바토비츠. 말 뻗었어. 말고기 되는데?
Come on then.
이때 다 줄 때 일단 마스로 한번 날려주고.
Come on then.
Show what you're made of.
We're gonna go
Thank you, Harson.
죽어.
I've been waiting for you. I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker.
꺼져. 막 각종 막 유튜브 병신 TV 보면 막 여기서 씨발 뭐 돈 많이 벌 수 있는 장소 막 해갖고 막 이렇게 막 말 많은데 솔직히 말하면 귀찮다. 이제 죽는 거. 그러니까 이 유튜브 병신 TV의 문제가 뭐냐면 그냥 돈을 많이 버니까 좋다 이지라는데 킹덤컴의 문제는 그거야. 그 돈 갖고 뭐 할 건데 할 수 있는 거 없어. 그냥 씨발 그냥 개인 그냥 전투력 강화나 하세요. 에이 꼬트버거.
What? Now you're gonna die! Alert!
바운스커를 쓰자.
But go to hell. We're under attack.
아! 몸. 나 초등학교 다닐 때 인중에 화살 박힌 사고 있었는데 이제 그 양공부 애들끼리 싸웠는데 5학년하고 4학년에 싸웠던가 그랬거든. 4학년 5학년 이니시에이팅은 존나 빡세게 걸렸나봐. 4학년 애가 씨발 대가리 대고 쏴버렸어 연거리로. 에이 씨발 존나 정확하게 양 뇌 사이로 슉 들어가서 수수로 제거를 하긴 했는데 뭐 장애나 이런 거 없이 남았는데 그때 이후로 한동안 그 좀 후배를 존중하는 문화가 생겼지.
We're under attack. We'll call off that much. You want to try me?
하나, 탁, 하나, 둘, 셋. 아이고. 에? 죽은겨? 죽었구나. 장판파야? 장판파네? 장판파네? 갔네. 숏도 쓸모도 없는 거 이거 다 쓸모 없어. 얘는 내 거보다 성능이 좋던가? 기억이 안 나네. 불이다. 독.
Come here. Come here.
삼병선 스킬이 아예 있지. 아.
Heal. Fucking die already.
고슴도치가 돼버렸다. 오! 이것은 나라의 슈퍼보드. 네, 오바토비츠 마을을 이제 본복으로 약탈한 부대들. 예, 동네가 씹창이 나 있어.
I'll beat you to...
여기 마을에서 이제 학살한 게 그 동네 지금 그 공포의 이야기거리가 됐지. 학살극이 있었던 게. 여기서 이제 아타만의 사브르라는 이제 그 굉장히 괜찮은 한손검의 설계도 먹을 수 있지. 분기 피해가 높아서 게임 진행이 편하다. 오 뭐야 갑자기 누웠어. 갑자기 누웠어. 길바닥에 퀴렉스가 버려져 있는 의시연스러운 풍경.
Quick! Hear what Master Jan Hus of Prague teaches us. Priests wallow in gold.
지기스문트 부대 내에서 얀 호스의 이야기를 하다니 엄청나군.
But sir, that's what you said last time, and the time before that. And now I ain't no material to forge anything for you.
How dare you speak to me like that, you louse? Forgotten who's in charge.
역시나 체코 민속놀이.
Are you the devil himself? Hey, and you shall go to heaven. The prelates spout empty words. Their bellies may be full, but their heads are empty.
What break here?
I'm telling you, ain't I?
저 헤르탄이 코만 치프라고 보면 돼. 당연히 여기에 우리 에이전트 카타린이.
I don't understand how you always get people to tell you anything.
We women have it in our blood.
What? Spying?
No, you rogue.
It'd be good to learn a few tricks.
All right, I won't trouble myself with.
아니 씨 은신 교환이었네.
There you are.
Henry?
Zizka sent me.
Oh my. All right.
Lord be with you.
Victoria is.
I was just thinking to.
And she won't be back.
Look.
I know.
Take care, friend.
우리 브레쿤. 지기스문트군의 문제는 근처에 빠져야 할 곳이 없다는 거다. 그리고 호르자니까지 가야 돼.
At your service, sir.
뭐 걔를 잡아먹었나?
Happened here? The cottage has been plundered. And what about the dead dogs? The local catchpole's most likely to know. If there's one left here.
또 이런 호르자니에서 또 이런 이야기가 또 시작되는 건가? Guards! I wanna talk.
What happened at the... It was plundered, and there...
Oh, you mean the gamekeepers?
What happened?
He's hanging from a tree on the road to Miskovit.
The hanged man? That was him.
아 이거 내가 이거 본 시체.
The king's men dragged him out of his cottage one day and hanged him. He'd rebelled against the king, they said.
What does that mean?
How should I know? Let it lie.
가능에 목매달린 시체가 있지.
Tomlin, she really needs it.
Fuck me.
If you ask me, I think the stone wanted me.
Fuck off. And you can fuck off.
Tell me more.
Ask away.
Can I?
Why not? Do you have any?
Well, I haven't won any tournaments.
Well,
What for?
Stanley's after he has a.
Darn.
He's when he take.
He doesn't. And if I
Don't get well.
where do you? And who? All right.
I wish you a blessed evening. I'm sorry.
So Tobias, do I know you? I'm Henry.
Well,
You don't have to do it.
I have to.
What does he do?
All kinds of. Sometimes he comes better limp for days, and now he's a.
Well, at least I know I don't have to hold.
Soon as I learn to.
I've got half a mind to. Well,
Why not? Do you have any money?
that sounds. Get ready.
Well,
Thanks for the.
yeah. Oh, now you can challenge.
Oi, now you're looking. Oh, excuse me.
You don't like.
I'm a simple man.
That's it.
I swear.
Should we fight?
But of course. And before we get.
If you.
Thanks for. Gosh.
Thanks for.
Aye, here.
Thanks.
아, thanks.
What do you say to that?
Why are you?
Just take a look at him. Do you know he talks to Annie? He'd be better off. But what?
Tobias go.
Nah, a little of that. And the last time that idiot, we told him it.
I find some.
Mind your own. I reckon that Lord knows if.
Do you want to fight?
Sure. Do you have money?
Of course.
I'm glad.
좀 피할 줄 알아.
Watch it, Annie can punch harder than you. My sister could be. Won't you help?
눈 떠.
Excuse me.
말하는 사토구리. Excuse me.
How did it go?
I went to see him, but he threw me out. Sacre.
Thanks.
Here's your bet, and don't forget to go and see Tomlin.
You made a fool of yourself, more like.
What am I supposed to do then?
You should go and see the priest. Nobody else can help you.
Oh, all right, the priest. How could I have forgotten about him? Maybe because I don't think he'll be able to solve my problem.
Heartfelt prayer saved entire masses of Jews.
And Jonah from the whale.
I beat all.
Well, here you go. Not long ago, I heard you can go see. And in Gutenberg, the name.
That's not.
Oh, by the way. Well, see you later. Have a good evening. But I reckon you're right.
Do you need?
Well,
Pray tell.
you wouldn't want to.
Right now.
Well,
Why?
exactly. So if Stanley saw me.
And you.
Well, that's just.
Look, wouldn't you rather learn how to fight properly?
I don't know if it's a good.
Oh, you'll manage. Knocking someone's teeth out is actually pretty simple. And you've got the strength of 3 men.
Well,
토바이어스가 하도 괴롭힘 당해서 샌디가 알려주는 거야. 힘은 세. 이런 애들 특징이 항상.
I can't. Me neither.
do you think I stand?
Definitely a better chance than if you pretended to beat me, but still knew nothing. I'm not saying you'll beat him to a pulp.
Thanks, Emery.
You're welcome.
Hey, do you like horses?
Of course I do.
Me too. Come see me in Grund.
Ja!
니자 니자. 니자 니 따따 뽀뽀브로. 오!
Ellie.
You're always welcome.
It happened. Which way are you going?
사장, 아대 좀 해주게.
How can I help?
My body.
And
Do you have some
don't worry. Once.
Can't wait.
Great.
I'll gladly.
All right then.
아, 딱 이 11시 반이면 딱 적당한 시간이지.
You really know how to treat a girl. I hope I'll see you again soon.
참고 킹덤컴 1편에서는 이렇게 목욕탕 애들하고 떡시고 테레사한테 뛰어가면 테레사가 귀신같이 알아채가지고 야 씨발 놈아 나가서 여자랑 놀고 왔지 하고 개같이 욕먹음. 존나 웃기는 모먼트.
I'm here.
Come. I know a place.
Where's that?
Stop.
You want to talk here?
You said you wanted privacy, didn't you? If anyone sees us here, they'll think you're just another customer. And relax a bit.
그 반대인데.
All right.
Come now, Henry.
사전버거 부인. 난 여자한테 관심 없어.
Well, let's just say a couple of girls have seen my forging hammer.
Is that what you call it? Lord have mercy.
What are you laughing at?
I was just imagining the line of poor girls waiting for you to throw them down on your anvil and let them have it between their legs.
Can we just get back to the reason I'm here?
Very well. My goal's relaxing. You say Heathcliff sent you?
That's right. It's about von Bergov's cannon and the Praggers who have it. I hear they're going to move it to Sedlets.
Aye, they have it. What of it?
We want to steal it on the way.
Have you all gone mad? Do you know how dangerous that is?
I know. That's why Zizka sent me here. I'm supposed to infiltrate the Praggers and make sure everything goes smoothly.
So what do you need me for?
Information. When are the Praggers going to take the cannon to Sedlets?
That's what you're supposed to find out, isn't it? But it looks like they got held up
Where's the cannon now?
in the upper part of the camp where all the local captains have their tents. They've put up a palisade around the entire hilltop. And the guard at the gate doesn't let just anyone in. And what's more, they say the whole camp's gunpowder store.
And you think it's in the...
That's the only place it can be. I haven't seen it anywhere down here, but they won't let me into the upper part.
Do you know anything about the...
Not much. I've heard they call it the Finger of God.
Who's in charge?
Now, that's a pretty complicated... They run the whole camp. Sigismund is holed up in Sedlets with his toadies and doesn't take much of an interest in what's going on here. The Cumans are under the command of a fellow called Chertan. Then there is Grozaf, who runs the camp. And then there are the Praggers, led by Dietrich Katz.
What is this...
He's the commander of all the Cumans who marched into Bohemia. Sigismund, I've met him a couple of times.
Who's this...
He's in charge of everything here. He's a nobleman, but they say he ran up debts and fell out with half the royal court. So Sigismund holed him away here instead of taking him to Sedlet. Watch out for him. You know how it is. The worse off a man is, the pushier he gets.
This Katz...
He's in charge of the Prague Artillery Regiment. You should know him, in fact. It was him and his men who attacked Nabokov that time.
That Horison who nearly killed us all.
Calm down.
Do you have any idea how I could infiltrate the Praggers?
The best thing would be to join up. Oh, they won't. But down by the shooting range, you'll find he's Katz's right-hand man.
But what if he turns me...
Then I suppose you'll have...
And once I've...
Find out when they're supposed to. And once you've got it sorted out with them...
Well, it all sounds pretty dangerous. If I say the wrong thing or someone recognises me, the game will be up. I could do with a kiss for luck.
If you don't mess up, you'll have 1,000 kisses. But work before play. Is there anything else?
아, 잠깐만. 그 테레사 선택지를 했어야 되는데 안 눌렀다.
God bless you, sir.
I'm here.
Come.
Where's that?
Stop.
You want to talk?
You said
Relax.
You naughty boy. Haven't you ever?
Well, yeah. But only my Teresa. Once, when we were going past this pond...
You got bitten by midges, did you? I'd rather you say...
That's right. We want to...
Have you all gone?
I know.
So
information. When...
That's but...
Where?
In the... And what's...
And you...
That's the...
Do you know...
Not much.
Who's in...
That's... They run the queue.
What is...
I've met...
Who's...
He's a... Watch out.
This
He
that
can't.
do you have
벌떡.
But he's can't
and want
find out once you've.
the plan's got
What holes? It's
do you
not really. They're artillerymen, as that's all I know.
what's it like?
Not really. You know what it's like. Humans here, Prague, all hot-blooded and all.
Is there anything
Your mouth mostly. They get up to a lot of drinking, although there's a. At first, I would be careful.
that's all I need.
Get up. Though I have to admit,
As long as it's always free of charge.
actually, there is some.
enlisting.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you.
Greetings. I heard you have some work. That I do. How important is it for you?
Let's just say I sometimes get a little dirt under my nails if you
Very good.
Very
Let's go
good.
to the- I need you to bring interest.
first
As I said,
yeah, I understand.
Basan, one of the Cuman dogs around here. He got it as ransom for some night he took cap. You yourself must admit that such a... Now if I...
But humans aren't
What are you saying?
I'm telling you. They're Christians, just
Do you think I understand? And that doesn't change anything anyway.
so what do you need a blaster?
You know, I'd hate for Basan to know...
코만도
it's inside
기독교인데요?
you. Well, if you could get a good look at it...
A replica?
Of course. Made of... Basan won't know...
Fine. Where can I find
Here in the... We'll go to the tournament in...
That sounds
That may be. And watch out. Farewell, sir.
참고로 핸디가 저 앱솔버 짭퉁을 만들어주면은 원본보다 훨씬 스펙이 올라가기 때문에 오히려 이제 우리 그 쿠만 친구는 훨씬 성능 좋은 이제 앱솔버를 쓰는 거고 이제 저 의뢰인 같은 경우는 이제 똥불이 있는 원본을 이제 가지고 노는 거지. 무식쟁이라서 자기가 좋은 카드인지 나쁜 카드인지도 몰라. 여기서 헨리의 대장장이가 어느 정도 경지냐면은 그 맨하르트 소드마스터가 헨리가 복원한 칼 보고 와 개쩐다 새거 같은데라고 할 때 헨리는 그냥 딱 봐도 헝건데라고 말하는 그런 눈썰미를 가지고 있기 때문에 이거를 다르게 해결하는 법이 있을까? 싸움을 낼 수 있으려나? 일단 앱솔버라는 칼의 설계도를 만들 수 있거든.
I must tell you.
It's sharp. Heads fly.
My name is Henry. Let's just say that if you
Is that a threat?
No.
Mio poco for you.
In Bohemia we have a saying.
Oh, fossum. All right.
Awesome.
Figure it.
A certain Thomas of
Shekfei. The strange one.
I was supposed to leave a replica.
And Ben.
It occurred you show me your sword, I'll make a replica.
And we split money.
I will give you a
For show you sword and just sit good.
바사는 검을 보여준다.
The absol.
Well,
Then go do.
헨리에게 복제품을 받는 놈은 진짜 승자인데. 앱솔버 재료가 무지하게 많이 필요해 재료가.
What's that you're doing? Surely you don't want to break in, you, such a good soul.
너처럼 좋은 사람이 우리 집에 들어오진 않겠지. 재료가 없어. 사크라.
God grant you health. See my brother.
And talk about inheritance. But your father's still alive, isn't he?
Aye, but he drools all over himself. And he gets this feeling that his time's nearly up.
Does he get it often?
Nearly all the time. And he's always threatening to do everything to the church. Let me tell you, I'd rather die poor but young than to go through that.
사슴 팔각 뿔 프랑크 철. 약간 보면은 전반적으로 이번 장은 선택지가 굳이 도둑질이 아니더라도 약간 좀 덜 범죄 쪽으로 이제 진행할 수 있는 루트가 많아.
Damn it. I'm burning it.
태워도 돼. 이거 씨발 내가 쓸 것도 아닌데 뭐.
Well, I'm about half done. be done in no time. And that's it.
You have a kind master, eh, doggy?
너무 잘 만든 거 아니야?
All right. Go.
앞만 봐도 훨씬 원본만 나은 목인데. 뭐야?
You made it after all. And here I was thinking you'd never come.
How are you? Are you sure it's
You.
sorry, but you're
Greetings, sir.
그 운명의 상들이 뭐니 점지를 받았니 뭐니 어쩌고저쩌고 하는데 결국은 핸디 까거든. 귀찮다. 어차피 깔 거 이야기 할 게 없지.
quick. Easy, easy.
Learn that
Nice
the
and
church
slow.
is rotten. Hear what Master Jan Hus of Prague teaches us. Priests swallow each other, while their falsehoods and indulgences condemn all.
Yes. Good day to you.
I brought you that sword.
And what about Basan?
Of course.
Fantastic.
Here you go.
The absol, isn't it?
Very.
What? Well,
Thank you very much.
I'd rather not, friend. Take care.
See you later. Keep us on.
Slow today. Hold on.
You're always welcome here,
I took care of it.
Ah, how look, Thomas? No, wait.
My respects.
Careful!
I'm sorry.
Greetings. What do you want?
Are you the one?
I'm only crow to good. Which group?
Well, neither. All right.
You and a dozen other ne'er-do-well. Go and ask Gros. Look, you'll fit in.
That.
Oh, really?
아, 토너먼트에서 우승했습니다. 이거도 쓸 수 있지.
I fought in the tournament put.
We're a long.
I'm a blacksmith.
Aye, we need
I know about herbs.
that kind of thing always. We don't need an.
Oh, damn it, is that...
For you to stop hassling me. You're a bit pushy.
All right. I'm interested in... I'd love to learn how to operate, please.
All right, you know what?
Who the fuck are you?
My name's Henry, sir. And I want to enlist.
So you turn up and expect us to drop to our knees in awe? Crow, why did you let this fucker in?
I thought you might want to take a look at him. He may not know when to hold his tongue.
Well, but we'll have to try.
You're not going on about that stupid charter again.
As many as it takes. So this... What do you say?
Well, that depends.
Christ, he'll fit right in. He hasn't lifted a finger yet, and he already wants his pay.
If he helps us get out of here, he can have mine as well.
Listen up, then. Some of our men have gone missing. 7 of them. And with them a wagon. They had a very important cargo they were supposed to take to Sedlitz, but they...
It seems they were last seen somewhere between Miskovitz and
Maybe they...
Not in our regiment.
I don't give a shit what happened to them. They could have been eaten by squirrels for... There's a very important...
What if they...
Nothing if there's more...
And what should I...
What do you think?
What, take down...
Do you want to be a fucking soldier or not?
And is that...
Well, Mishek.
And you're only telling me this now?
Go ahead and try it yourself, genius.
Mishek was bought back on a... He's been in the infirmary since...
And let me tell you...
All right, I think...
So, what are you standing...
Don't worry, sir.
Her God, lad. You're pretty...
A bit...
Isn't he... You know what? Go and see Puta, the cat. He'll go and requisition some supply... Now go.
You're always welcome here.
I'm supposed to...
Finally!
What's this about?
I need to requisition supply.
Won't the people...
They will, but fuck all good.
And what if something...
That'll only happen if we take our...
Where'd you...
We have...
Who's coming along?
Me.
That's not much.
And that's why... But don't worry.
I don't need... Let's head out.
Which one of us is... But you're right. Here we are, youngster.
마을 약탈 미션. 상당히 뒤가 꾸리꾸리하기 때문에 그냥 마차에다가 헨리 돈 쾌쳐가고 빨리 끝내는 거 추천.
Kifeli. Mozogsz te nyomorult! Ne is! Kifeli!
Come on, we don't have all day for this. Ne pozoraj dokąd i dojdziesz, ale kiwasz od parastal. Shut the fuck up over there! Fucking peasants. This requisitioning's a pain in the arse. Well then, old star. Have you got the supplies for the king, like we agreed? Hmm?
We prepared what we could.
Where did the men I sent in advance run off to? I just hope they're sleeping off the hangover from...
Your men?
God fucking damn it! Can't even rely on forward patrols anymore. If I catch them, they'll hang. What about the food for us?
We've got everything.
Then you better pray it's enough.
I understand. Where should I start?
The men will have...
None of that. I said the lad would do it.
We definitely do.
Tell him where to go, so...
Everyone is standing in front of their cottages. The biggest house in the village belongs to Fowl. Next to him, and across from Willow, above the stream, is Smill's house, and mine is a...
You'll stay right.
Ask my daughter, Sofka.
And what about that fifth house?
Nobody has lived there.
Fine. Now enough talk, peasant. And you, lad, wait.
What?
Come closer, so I don't have to yell. Now listen close. I'm bloody well sure these peasant rats hid something somewhere.
Why would they risk it?
Oh, come on. I'd do exactly the same. Nobody wants to go hungry. Don't believe a word, those stinking bastards.
I understand.
They can be glad we're doing this the easy way. For now. If there's not enough food, they'll have me to... So!
아니? 이 위도우네 첫째 아들이 담궜어. 이 미션을 시작하기 전에 이 보호노비츠로 와보면은 제가 아직 잘 있거든 하면서 쿠마 애들이 자꾸 마을에서 음식 징발해 간다고 존나 불평한단 말이야. 지금 시점에 와보면 이제 뻗어있지.
Where'd this blood come from? Blood again. Signs of a battle and blood. Someone must have got hurt bad here. Sigismund's army shields. How did they get here?
Don't worry, Sufka. Nothing will happen to me.
I won't get anything out of him in this state. Maybe I could do something to help him.
So?
Let's take a look then. I'll try to take the band. Careful.
Ow!
I've seen this before. It's no wonder you're... That should do it. I'll have to clean the wounds. Let's get to... Now I'll clean... That should be enough.
Ow!
Sorry. I should have given it to you before I started. A decoction for the... Now I'll read...
Ow!
And that's that. That'll have to do. Hopefully I'll get some... Hey!
뒤치기는 뭐든지 가능합니다.
Wake up!
I
was hoping you'd tell...
Soldiers!
Don't worry. What soldiers?
They came to take everything away.
What happened to you?
So...
Where can I...
I don't know.
Get some rest. Supplies ready for the king.
Get up, woman. You'll only make them angry.
I saw your supplies. It seems like there's not much there.
It's all I have. You already took every...
And what about those shields? Where did you get them?
They belong to my grandfather.
Are you trying to tell me your grandfather carried Sigismund's colours?
Well, you see... how can I put this?
Don't lie to me and spit it out.
It was them two soldiers. Sofka, my son's sweetheart, caught their eye. They took her as Bitek wanted to protect her. So him and a few lads attacked them with pitchforks. They killed them both.
Where can I find...
She's Binyek's daughter.
What should I do?
Don't tell anyone.
You know what?
Thank you.
Don't worry. Someday they'll withdraw and think.
I'm here for the supply.
When you pass through the gate...
I hope so. much here.
존나 꼭꼭 숨겨놓은 보면은 이거 이 잡들이 싹싹 뒤져가면 마을 사람들 막 개 울상이 완전 씨발 울기 직전데 굶어 죽을 거라고.
What if they hurt him? Quiet, Mama! Not so loud.
You're supposed to tell me where I...
Where do you think?
Are you Vitek's...
I am.
His father told me he saved you...
That's true.
What exactly happened?
These two soldiers came, and then, well, Vitek attacked them.
You're saying he overpowered two...
He wasn't alone.
Vitek's father told me a different story. He said they found him in that sort.
God help me, it wasn't my fault. I warned them it would end, but Vitek didn't listen to a word I said.
Slow down. Who attacked first?
The fellas from the village. They were trying to lure the soldiers to...
Did the soldiers do anything to you?
Not them two. No. But the other ones before them.
What about
They did that to him.
Why did he do...
Because we're desperate.
Does this really resolve it? Whose idea?
Vitek's. I tried...
What did you do?
We buried them in the forest behind...
I don't need to hear...
My God.
Now it's up to me if...
Everything will turn out well, Mother. Don't worry. Christ, pardon me.
That still isn't enough. Plague pits. This doesn't look like a corpse. I wonder what's inside.
로션.
What do you want?
Your help.
You heard your commander.
That's not what I meant. I'm sure you've got something tucked aside.
Why should I believe?
Because I don't want your blood on my hands.
Why don't you tell your...
He would have had me thrashed on the spot. I can help you in...
You call that help?
Because my whole family died in Scallis. I don't want that to happen to you as well.
Damn it. May God forgive me. I can't tell you much.
Anything will...
Look in Smill's cellar.
And what about the...
Leave old man Willow...
Hurt you?
I already... Please!
You haven't told me...
I was hoping you'd forget about it. That's...
You've helped me...
I just...
We'll see.
여기는 재밌게도 그 스카리츠의 음악이 나옴. 스카리츠 개터리 때 나오는 음악. 우우우우 하는 음악이 나와.
We'll just have to endure it.
Haven't we?
We can.
A locked cellar. I should ask about it. Beer. They'll be happy about this back at Sigismund's camp. Judging by the hoof prints in the mud, someone leads their cattle to the water this way. The cattle went this way. More cow tracks. I knew there had to be lion. Two nicely fattened cows.
좋아하지 마. 시기스문트 갖다 주는 거잖아. 좋아하지 마.
I found a few.
Lady luck's on our. Keep going, and we won't have to.
I found two.
Well, well. That finally, I'll send one of those.
I found.
And the mo.
Here you go.
That's what I. Youngster, move your ass. You'll get naught to eat.
귀찮아서 그냥 돈으로 쿵쾅 때려 먹기 나.
What are you whistling for?
매우 귀찮기 때문에. 이거 주면 어떻게 되지? 궁금한데? 과연 갑옷을 음식으로 칠 것인가 궁금한데?
Someone's been tampering this horse.
Is that enough?
No.
로션 한 2,000 더 올려볼까?
Boy, this isn't enough for us.
We'll make it through this.
I found.
And the mo.
Here you go.
Beautiful.
Is that enough?
Aye, good job.
We can head back.
Good.
Are you satisfied?
You were lucky this time.
갑옷 나오니까 대충 퉁칠 수 있네. 다음에 이거 할 때는 갑옷을 씨발 갑옷을 존나 많이 넣어봐야겠다.
Are you trying to make me cry? Form up. Home sweet.
That's for sure.
It's not much, but at least folks don't look at you like you're a anyway. Besides that,
what profit?
All they want back at camp is a.
Thanks.
Now you'll see that crime doesn't pay.
내가 준동을 가지고 있을까? 가지고 있네.
Bastard! I'm all
I
yours.
surrender. Enough.
no point in resisting.
Not so fast. Let's take it to court. They'll hear us out.
Hey, I might not be a lawyer, but common sense tells me someone here is trying to bluff their way out of the shit. So first, you draw.
You know what?
Put him in the stop.
Heal.
Nem kellett volna felbasznod minket, te pöcs!
Come here.
Come on then!
Show your stuff.
Punishment by the blade! My favorite.
What? Come on then.
Don't think I won't cut you to pieces. Useless!
És ennyi volt!
I'll
Ami
hack
lesz?
you up like you deserve.
Hey, we're gonna gut you, you whore son.
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp!
The
Fucker!
pillory's too good for you. I'll chop you up on the spot.
Bad luck!
Don't think I won't cut you to pieces.
Start praying.
A fenébe!
You're finished.
Nem érek rá egész nap!
The criminals, bastard.
You wanna try me?
Hey. Hey.
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker. Punishment by the blade. My favorite. Think you can face me, do you? Ha! I'll hack you up like you deserve. It was you! Halt! Ah! 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 Ah!
Show us!
법률적으로 따져봅시다.
You're mine!
Calm down. I surrender.
There's no point in resisting.
Come and help me! Hurry! It was you!
Not so fast. Let's take it to court.
Hey, I'm so first.
Fuck you.
이게 남들 잘 안 보이는 으슥한 데서 싸워야 돼. 아유.
It was you!
아이 막 동네 병사들 다 왔구만.
So here you are. That's quite enough.
Enough. I surrender.
You fucking.
Come now.
What are you trying?
Fuck you.
I've been waiting for you.
Bad luck! Hillary's too good for you. I'll chop you up on the spot.
Ooh.
Come on then.
Mutt.
Punishment by the blade. My favorite. You're no match for us, fucker.
The pillory's too good for you. I'll chop you up on the spot.
Punishment by the blade, my favorite.
어.
Mutt. Here, Mutt.
Fuck. He's run off.
요! 오! 영어야? 저 잘못 없어요.
Good to see you.
Greetings.
You're the one we're after here. Halt!
All right. You caught me. I surrender.
Ah, here you. It's time to pay for.
Come now.
Oh,
그 첫 번째 행위였던 그 목조르기 그 폭력 있잖아. 그 목조르기에 대한 그 혐의는 여기 안에 있는 애들이 목격을 했고, 그 나머지 그 내가 그 혐의를 가졌을 때 나를 쫓아온 애들을 내가 지금 다 여기서 벌집 피자를 만들었잖아. 저기서 벌집 피자를 만들어서 하지만 이제 이렇게 그냥 하면 좀 마음이 아프다. 그래서 그 여기 야전 예배당이 있거든. 여기 이 수많은 이 크리스천들을 죽였기 때문에 이 크리스천들의 넋을 누가 위로하냐. 마음이 아프다. 자, 가서 빨리 그 이제 그 동네 한 바퀴 돌면은 그거 다 좋은 사람 된다 이거.
Greetings. What's the whatever? Do you I serve? I can. I wreck. Do you nothing? And then who's the foreigner? His name? You can't. There's some that foreigner may. He doesn't drink egg. Do you take the very military? But no matter. And it's easy. Do you, sir? I serve. What could the king? Don't. That's. God be with you.
Thy grace into our hearts, that we, to whom you
아 이거 원래 이거 그 고해하는 거 있는데 그 없네 이거. 고해하지 말자 뭐. 귀찮다. 그냥 하자.
I'm looking for the local.
So, in any case,
Sorry to say,
very busy?
Henry, sir. How?
Big? Wise?
No,
I know what you meant. Have you never heard of Prester John? Tell me then, how the people in those...
Well, I thought that was...
And as you... So please.
Commander Katz sent me.
Yes. He's lying...
But I need to...
Then, when he was brought here, he was mumbling about...
Isn't there anything we... What if we brew something with mint?
That one can make a decoction, but it must be very...
Hold on.
And is it a... Very well.
강력한 각성 물약을 줘야 돼. 안 그러면 죽어 심장마비로.
All right. We'll see if I brewed it. Calm down.
Like I was. Wait.
No, we don't have time for introduction.
Oh.
What?
We were right. We were taking some Carel and Francek, so they jumped.
So it...
I told Francek pounced. All I can remember is
The doc...
I've no idea.
I need to know where...
Listen.
The brew is where... No, you're not gonna die.
Rest.
Thanks for your... I think I know where...
Excellent, my friend. Good luck. Kasik in the manje.
무사군.
You said I did.
Where...
Sim over...
That's not...
I admit...
And how do you want... The truth?
Then. But there is...
What sig...
I would also... One... He did...
It's wreck... How did you...
By complete fortune. You must... But this... Because I had quite...
What is...
Mainly fortune. I went to...
Why?
I would...
You were in Grenada?
Go west, but I... It is...
Blood?
Yes. That is... Let other...
Where you don't remember many people phone their press, but I did. Why did that not now?
이 엔딩 볼 때쯤에는 무사가 이제 헨리를 도와주지. 막 같이 이제 그 귀부인의 신발도 막 신발 죽 끓여가지고 막 씹어 먹기도 하고. 무사가 그냥 단순 토큰 캐릭터가 아니라 여러모로 헨리의 모험에서 함께 한다는 점이 참 재밌고 마음에 듭니다. 잠깐만, 바둑이 방금 바둑 같지? 죽인 거 아니지? 바둑이 설마 죽였나? 아, 그렇지. 나도 해봤는데. 에이, 저도 아니야. 얘네 죽이는 거 이도 아니야. 근데 에센셜이 몇 개가 있어. 예. 여기 에센셜이 몇 명 있어가지고 여기 제대로 다 죽이려면은 얘네 철수 직전까지 진행해야 돼. 여기 애들은 티어가 좀 낮아. 무기 티어가 상당히 할만해. 직 있으면 좋고는. 열심히 혼내줬더니 시체가 잘 익었구만. 마법관직이라고 이게?
Hail, fella. By the looks of you, I reckon we can do some good trade together.
무지하게 부담스러운 각도군.
My name is Henry.
Guten Tag, junger Mann.
용감만.
What an interesting coincidence. I am Ada von Lippe, but I have
Aye.
never heard.
It's all a bit crazy right now.
I am not. I myself subscribe to the motto, res,
I'm afraid.
kurz gesagt, stray horses and trading in them are my passion. And I do not...
What about King C?
The arrogant disputes of the Luxembourg line. I will not let them spoil my business.
My condolences.
Ha! Let me tell you. Eventually, they will be made. Not even King Sigismund, the Roman Emperor. Oi!
What is in no?
Ha! But asking questions.
Forgive me.
Macht nichts, Junge. I am never cautious either way. And because it is...
Ah, yes.
Exactly.
And I should think.
Watch yourself, junger Mann.
I didn't mean.
Macht nichts, Heinrich.
하이디.
Enough.
Natürlich.
신놈굴 이거 좋지.
Danke und viel Glück. Für die Zukunft.
What is it? Are you whistling just for fun?
계시오.
Have you seen any soldiers?
You've come at last. I've been.
Really?
You're a right. The voices that destroyed the White Gate.
Excuse me?
Enemies. They are coming on their red and white silk.
Aye.
You must help me. Your coming was fought. The Lord has.
How do you know my name?
He.
Hey!
And of his beg God and try.
Come to your senses, Dad.
I saw.
You saw it?
The forces of evil. Hoard chattel. This have I seen. What are you barging in here for?
갑자기 정색하는데? 갑자기 말 잘하는데? 또박또박 말하는데?
A wagon in the Prague colors. This must be the missing soldiers. I reckon they won't be too pleased to see me. I have to find the painted chest with the charter.
What the fuck are you doing here? Get lost! If you value your life!
Calm down.
Graham, right now.
I just want to talk.
Talk then, before I kick your ass out! What do you want then?
I've only come...
What fucking... Hold on. Dobrodele. A fella hopes... Hey!
I found me...
Dobrodele.
No, not after you.
Ah.
Why did you quit the...
Unlike bat... We were just fed up with it. Sleeping in a...
What do you plan to do?
We'll take everything worth any... With a bit of luck, they'll forget...
Why did you try to kill Misha?
Poor wretch. He's a fuck... We had to get...
there's no point...
And you'll leave...
Go wherever you...
All right.
Right now.
And you never...
Why am I even wasting
Farewell,
time with you?
yokel.
No one wants to hear your barking. Such a naughty dog. Leave it.
If you're going to the camp, watch out for Crow. He's dodgy, he is.
아, 까마귀에 대한 얘기를 하네.
Never set foot out of Prague.
까마귀가 실제로 배신자야.
Take the charter and get lost. As soon as I get out of here.
Go away! That's more like it, that mangy mutt.
Get out of here, Mutt. No one wants to hear your barking. Such a naughty dog.
Alert! To arms!
여섯 명이라고 했는데. 여기 오히려 사냥꾼이 살았지 그래. 얘한테 땅 빌려서 지낼 수도 있는 건데. 그만.
Heal. Here you go. Take it.
Why did I ever set foot out of Prague? Shut up!
처형식. 사회 났어봐야 씨발 고시거리밖에 안 돼.
I've got my eye on you, you swine.
May you remain in good health.
평판 낮으니까 저러네. 나쁜 평판 플레이도 한번 해봐야지. 이게 아마 설득 실패에 따른 이제 평판 하락이 원인일 거야 이게. 근데 뭐 여기서 평판 펌핑한 법은 뭐 원체 많으니까.
You know it is forbidden.
There's a couple.
That's good.
I heard you were
You heard right. A band of footpads was hope no wall can withstand a cannon like our finger.
Could I see the cannon?
You will when the time's right.
For a glorious army.
Soldiering is mostly sitting around on your arse, but if you're bored, you can... That's more like it.
Who should I...
You haven't even gone to... You'll get your pay in sedlets from the...
Shouldn't I get...
If you'd have come from Prague with us, you might.
I need a...
Sakura, you know what? Go down, but don't go that far. That one's free.
I've come about...
Have you got...
Yes.
By Christ, Henry. And the soldiers who were taking...
Aye. But the...
Horse.
I took care of them.
Well, well. That's your mission to come... Here. And you know what? I think you should get paid right now.
So we can move out from...
First things first. He gets shit drunk! Musa, did you hear that? Henry here found us that stupid document.
And he dealt with the traitor.
Let them rot in hell.
And what now?
The sooner the better. Don't tell me you'll miss me.
It is just that you have not finished telling...
Really? All right, but you too, Henry.
As you command, sir.
Long live the Proggers. At last, I don't have to drink alone. Moose is not much of a drinking companion.
Alcohol and gambling may have their uses, but they are also... I mean, look at yourself. A man should have 4 humors in his body. But you have replaced them all.
You're no saint yourself. I've heard from the bathhouse wenches how you can't...
Every creature is beautiful and noble, for Allah created them thus. I'm just admiring his work.
You've got a way with words, I'll give you that. All the more reason I don't understand why you don't drink and play dice.
I simply...
But I fucking do.
Now, why not?
That's the spirit.
Careful, friend. Winning money of the...
상관에 돈을 따는 건 좋은 게 아니야.
We'll see whose side luck is on today. Well, you're not afraid of anything. Let it be now. I want to play too, you know? If I was you, I'd take it.
할 수 있다. 민첩 30 보여줘라. 못 보여줘.
That'll do me. Roll.
카톡 확인해봐. 돈 미리 충전해놓고.
Like this. Aye, that'll do. These ones here. Damn it. They're yours, lad.
와 망했는데 이거? 존나 안 뜨는데?
Aye, that'll do. Wonderful.
I won.
Oh well.
Come now, don't. Now for a drink.
적과 함께 술을 마시는 중. 한번 판돈이 300그로션이다. 엄청 크게 판돈 걸고 한다.
And so, St. George.
Sir, you have to come with me quickly. The surgeon too.
Can't you see we're in the middle of serious debate?
No, please, come quickly, before it's too late.
What's going on?
This is Chatan. He leads the Cumans.
He has been stabbed. Тут спасение. Kitchen outdoors.
Who did it?
We will not get anything out of him in this state. We must get him to the infirmary before he bleeds to death.
Someone, please explain to me what the fuck is going on here.
They said they just found him like this.
These two, they were on guard in the tower, and out of the blue they heard a scream.
When his men find out about this, we'll be lucky to not end up in the same position as him.
We've got to move him quickly. He's in plain sight here.
Quick, before it's too late.
I'll help you with him.
You two, go to the gate. Don't let anyone in. You got it? What are your orders, Lord of Burblaka?
What do you think?
That never would have occurred to me.
Don't make me mad. If your men had done their sentry duty properly, we could have spared.
I'll deal with Aldebert and Radovan, don't you?
All right. You search the...
Right now?
Do what I said and don't concern yourself with me.
Fine. So, Churchan's at death's door. Musa is up to his elbow. I'd like to hear...
Well, the most important thing is to...
It's true. Doesn't take much to get that Kuman right. We're gonna have to sort this out. Being a commander here is a right pain in the arse. Soldiering was different in my day. You know what, soldier?
All right.
What do you fucking mean? Fucking drinking until we're all slaughtered.
Yeah, Catherine was right. I'll never get such a massive cannon out of here. I have to get cats to move it out of the camp somehow.
타기 좋게 뿌려져 있는 화약. 입구부터 뿌려져 있지.
And the lock looks scratched. Maybe someone tried to get inside without a key. Was someone trying to steal something? Or perhaps I'm not the only one who's looking to make mischief here. Someone washed off some blood here. So this is where Chertan lives. What could it be from? Grozav owes Chertan money. Sakra. A little thing like that, and it cost Grozav a fortune. But would he kill someone for a coin?
뭔 놈이 술밖에 없노.
Was it you who found...
I
need to ask...
I don't know nothing.
You really didn't see anything? You're standing there on the tower, and you don't hear a man getting murdered? That's a bit odd, isn't it?
Are you deaf? I told you we didn't notice nothing.
No, I believe you. But that only tells me you weren't taking your guard duty as seriously as you claim you were.
Well, it's possible.
What's possible?
It's possible we dozed off for a while.
Oh, Christ. I knew it. You two were asleep up there.
No. We might have just shut one eye for a moment, but we wasn't sleeping. We'd have noticed if anything happened there. But before Chetan started yelling, it was all peace and quiet.
What did you do when you found Chertan?
It all happened so fast. Before we could come to our senses and decide what to do, Crow turned up.
Crow?
Aye. He heard the racket and came to see what was going on. And I'll tell you, when he saw Chertan, he went as pale as a ghost. If it wasn't for him, Chertan would have bled to death there.
How did you...
We heard yelling, and there was Chertan, crawling...
Before the murder, doing something with the...
Nobody went up.
There were two of you on guard.
Him, the best in the whole camp. The things I'd never have dreamt.
라도반이 말을 아다베르트가 말을 다 들어주는 좋은 친구라고 하잖아. 아다베르트는 라도반 존나 싫어해. 시끄럽다고.
How did you...
I remember we heard someone...
Have you noticed anyone...
There's always someone going in and out. In fact, everyone...
As far as I know, there were two of you on guard duty on the tower.
What's him? God's teeth. He's the most annoying.
Anyone can be a bit of a twat.
But he out-twats them all. He never stops banging on about the most run-of-the-mill things. I try to tell him I'm not between you and me.
베르탄이 죽어서 차라리 조용해져서 다행이다. 이 얼마나
And lo and behold, where might this trail of blood lead to? A lockpick. Maybe the murderer used it to unlock the powder store and then got rid of it here. A dagger in a pool of blood. Jesus, that must be the one Chertan was stabbed with. But there's nothing special about it. It's the kind ordinary soldiers carry. Trying to find its owner will probably be futile.
Track.
track.
Right.
Did you find?
In Cheritan's tent.
First of all, you can read. And second, and more importantly, and we certain not until we find. Let's hope Chertan.
읽을 줄 알아?
Where the fuck have you been all this time? While you lot have been playing with cocks.
What? Musa couldn't say.
That fucking sawbone of yours finished him off, more like. He took one of his.
Why would Moose? You think he'd sit with us all?
Can someone explain what?
Chetan's dead. Not, but he could not be more wrong about.
How dare you, you foreign dog!
Calm down, sir.
When Chetan was brought here, he was bleeding heavily, and his wounds needed stitching. But he survived. Then I gave him some wine to prepare him for treatment. But what was not usual.
I'd bet it was the wine that killed him. There's lots of poisons you could add to it, and nobody would notice. Well, until it's too late, of course.
You are probably...
How come you even have wine here?
As I said, I give it to wounded men to ease their pain. It is not all that common in my country. But I follow the teachings of the great scholar Ibn Sina. You Christians know him as Avicenna. I tried other alcohol as well.
That's enough!
Wait, sir. As Henry here said, Musa, I have no idea what happened here.
So, he's in league with...
With one of the half-wits here?
Are you sure you're not
I beg your pardon.
Don't try that on me. I know very well you and that foreigner are best pals.
I will happily take an oath. I may not be a nobleman like you.
There's no way Musa is to blame.
The lad's right.
Might I...
You can be glad you're not in...
Please, sir. Give me some time. We won't leave this place until we clear this up.
So I'm supposed to let a murderer go...
But, sir...
Silence! Musa will remain under guard in his tent. He will not speak to anyone. And my advice to you two is to sit on your...
Where do you think you're going and talk?
Why did you stand...
I don't even know. Maybe it's because he actually listens to all my stories and bad jokes. You must have got to know him a bit by now, too.
Well, the most important thing is to help Musa.
I'm glad we see eye to eye on this.
Well, what are we going to do then?
That's what I'd like to know. We have to find the real murderer as quickly as possible.
What is the...
He's a crown official who will make sure the law is enforced in this land. Sigismund may not have appointed one, and if that's true...
Who is this?
A real big cheese, lad. You don't get that kind of wealth by being...
You really don't...
How could I?
But Groza...
And there's no way... But...
Me?
Who else? I need help. You have to get rid of...
All right.
Have you lost your mind?
How else am I supposed to...
Just distract him somehow. It's better to be...
How much time do we have?
2 days at most. And Henry...
That bastard. We're stuck here because of him. I hope Musa will know what to do. That bastard. We're stuck here because of him. I hope Musa will know what to do.
Come for a whipping, eh?
Piss off.
What else could I expect from an idiot like you?
up, you bastard!
But I'm Moose's assistant.
Oh,
Oh.
that's what I'd like to know. You...
I heard someone was threatened, but you didn't hear it.
Mother of God!
Look, why don't you go for a walk?
저렇게 생겨서 어디 사라지진 않겠지. 너무해.
Nah, to hell with Grozov. Cats believe...
I truly... Tinge sire ye mene menes.
What?
It is a proverb from my country.
Well, we'll straighten them all out. No. Did Cheriton...
He tried to, but my Hungarian is...
What happened when you...
I already told you. Then I gave him some soon after.
And what happened?
Then the noble lord of...
What about that?
Lord Grozov poured it away.
He poured it away?
Evidence that here in Bohemia you will drink. It smelt and looked perhaps...
Where was...
A bathhouse maid brought it to me along with my clean lord. Catherine.
Catherine?
Absolutely. But I doubt the wine must have been...
What happened?
Then soon...
And what happened?
Then...
All right.
The best thing would be to invest if we discover what poison...
But wouldn't it...
You would be surprised, my friend. What is more, you cannot...
How...
That is not... That is...
And could I help you? I may not be as learned as you, but...
Excellent, my friend. The first thing to do, you must remember, in the infirmary, you can...
Aye.
Excellent. The chest is locked.
You have a whole...
I bought it on my way here, but please, do not mention it to anyone.
Right.
Who do you... I have no... Who do you think...
What about Stephen?
And he carried Chertan to the...
Oh.
I have heard the same.
Well?
I think, and I would bet, and because it cannot be you, me, or Cat, someone should question.
Well...
I am very...
What if you'd be long gone?
Thank you for the offer. And even if I did get away, but...
Look out!
Here, Mutt. Track.
자, 이제 제대로 추적해봐. 뭐하냐?
Clever dog.
To ask a couple of questions about...
I have a couple of questions of my own. What?
It's even more complicated.
Go ahead and ask.
Where were you?
Where do you think?
You just went off...
No, I don't. When something like this...
It was you who came to tell us that Cheriton had been stabbed.
Me? I was close by, that's all.
Hold on. They said they found Cheriton.
Is that what they said? And anyway, how am I supposed...
Are you sure you don't...
All right.
Me?
You really don't know? You may have been given our colour, but it seems you're a decent fella.
Tell me more about the storage space.
What about it? There's a cannon and some... If it blew up, And if someone didn't happen to...
except for you.
Very droll.
Aye, but
Well, it's too soon to be...
My story?
I don't know.
Well, you better be...
칼 얘기를 언급했어야 되는데. 이제 머트한테 이제 안내를 맡기니까 바로 스테판한테 가네, 저 칼이.
Right, I've learned something about poisons. Now, alright, Holy Mary. Coughed up. But why would someone kill? Several stabbed. The murderer definitely. Almost dead. I can't see anything. Whoever killed. Oh, Christ. I've heard it happens to the dead. Nothing strange. And what's this here? That'll have to do. He threw up on it. He had spasms. He shot himself. Warts or lesions. As red as a pop. I mustn't forget any.
뭐야, 그냥 뒷길로 가면 되는구만 이거.
I read that book.
What do you mean?
The potion is called Kiss.
This name means, but if you think, are you sure it was?
Absolute.
All right, now.
You said that the suspects are Grozan.
Wait a moment.
Of course.
First. But I cannot stop thinking about how brilliantly you dealt with Mishek. Why would someone... I do not suspect you. It is all... People have just been sitting around for months here. And all of a sudden you turn up. And everything is turned.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it?
Tell me the truth. Who are you?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just doing what I'm...
I have more important things. Who are...
All right. I'll try to trust.
I knew it. I could tell.
이 사람들은 똑똑하다는 거.
You're pleased. It was not my first choice.
How did you come to...
That is a lot. Although the Osmonds are not soon after. Luckily, that end I managed to... I am sure you understand. But let us just say that instead of me...
Well, you could go elsewhere.
I am grateful to you, my friend, because I am a total... I would be very happy to get away from... So I think it...
You know nothing.
And this conversation...
I better go and say...
Good luck.
I wouldn't mind a piece of that. Beautiful, but empty. No poison. For pain, exhaustion, fever, all healing remedies. Weaving something like that must have been one hell of a job.
Fuck. Good evening to you. No shenanigans tonight. Got it?
God be with you. He's the camp commander, but it looks like a pauper lives here. I reckon Grozav's fallen on hard times. How could anyone drink all this? At least he hasn't had to sell his armor to buy booze yet. Grozav doesn't strike me as a keen reader. Oh, that's valerian, I believe. It helps relieve pain, but it's also used to make Dollmaker potion. But Chertan was poisoned with Kiss of Death. Or was he? Could we talk about
Why? Musa.
But sir, we both... I want to find out who... After all, I just have a couple of...
But if you think...
Do you know?
Though I have to...
How could he have?
So he was in...
How come?
My tent is right...
Did you notice?
Like what?
I didn't...
I'm a nobleman. What's more, you... Is there anything else?
Chertan...
No more than...
Did he make...
I don't know how you imagine...
I took a look at the power... Someone for...
What's that got?
It almost looks like some...
What the fuck are you...
It's just that Katz is in charge. Especially if he finds out you knew something about...
Then you've no need to worry. And next...
오호. 영성 실패.
I found... You too, then?
I'm not every other...
Were you there?
No, not at that... Well...
사실 얘는 진범이 아니야.
The water smells of flowers of some kind. Like... roses? Oak. And dry as a bone. Nails. Is Crow planning on building a cottage instead of a tent? But they're covered in some kind of dirt. Hold on. Nails, rosewater, oak bark. They're all used to brew Kiss of Death. Ugh, stinks of vomit. I doubt that pair of drunks could have killed Chertan even if they wanted to. Just a broom.
하면서도 토하는 새끼들.
Nothing out of the ordinary. I've been doing a lot of thinking about...
What's that got to...
Well, it's just that I found a...
No!
Calm down. If I wanted to snitch on you...
Well, let's say...
You know something about them.
Maybe a little...
Why would anyone kill...
Maybe it wasn't about Chertan. Maybe someone wanted to do something in the ammunition store.
In the ammunition store?
Trying to blow its skull.
What? What good would that...
It might make him very rich. Let's say Sigismund has a lot of enemies who are planning something big. It'll come in very handy if there's sure to be...
Let's say I'm not a great supporter of...
Let me finish my work. We can put...
What, accusing an innocent man?
So?
But there's one... The storeroom doesn't blow up.
Ah, so that's why you're here. With a bit of luck. First, I have a poisonous plant here.
That won't be necessary.
Really? Christ. There's more to him than meets the eye. Oh. And don't...
재판 준비는 다 됐다. 아 여기서 이 내 거도 쓸 수 있구나 이거 지기스문드 캠프에서. 마이 갓. 메인 갓. 4시잖아. 밥을 좀 할까? 6시라 5시? 봐야겠군.